afternoon, traders. Hopefully everyone is having a great day. Market indices mixed. We had the Dow up, the S&P, and the Nasdaq both down. All right, before we get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the show. All right, with that said, let's go straight right into that stock that we've been highlighting all week, and that is SRNE, Sorrento Pharmaceuticals. All right, let's bring that up. Now, if you remember from yesterday's show, I did say watch for a takeout of today's high tomorrow, which would be today, and it did that exactly. And if it were to do that, we're going to target that 50 moving average right up here. So right now, we're going to target that 916 to that 935 area, and we may see, if once that breaks, we could see the stock going a lot higher. All right, that's SRNE, Sorrento Pharmaceuticals. Okay, so let's go into the stocks that that we do own. First one we're going to bring up is AQST. AQST. All right, so AQST had a lackluster day again today, right? It is down about 4.6%. But if you're long the stock, as I am, I'm like, okay, where can we see a little bit of support? So, you may not like what I have to say on this stock, but since we've already breached this 513 EMA right here, the 13 EMA, and usually that typically would hold, but it closed near the lows of the day, and so what I need to target right now is this gap right here, a gap from 753 when it went on this recent run right here. So I could see this closing this gap at this point, and that actually coincides with the weekly chart right here. So usually on an uptrend, on this weekly, this 9 SMA can get touched on an uptrend. So we can see this going all the way back down to 722 to 735 before the uptrend continues. Okay, guys, long AQST since $6.45. Okay, so let's bring the next stock that we own is VUZI. So VUZI was up about 4 cents today. I was actually really excited early in the morning or on the Pacific Coast, right? 8 o'clock Pacific Coast time. It gapped up here on some really, really nice volume, almost 2 million shares in that first 30-minute candle right there. And I thought we were going to be off to the races. But you know what? Shorts came in and pushed this, down, right back down here, this 20 intraday period SMA right down here. But you know what? I'm not too worried about it. I really like this setup right here. It was a decent close at $4.23. We're above the point of control right there. We're above that 20 period SMA. But what I really do like is when you bring this up on that daily chart, and we are right above the value area high right here on VUZI. So one more push, I believe, tomorrow or the next few days, and this stock is going to start making 52-week highs pretty soon. Okay, guys, that is VUZI. Next stock on the list is STNG. STNG. Another one that had, was down to 1.2% today, but nothing to worry about here. If you're long, there's still plenty of room for this to go up. I just think that after that low of 1082 and that recent high of over $14, it's just pulling back. There's a natural pullback here. The only thing is now it took out yesterday's low today, so I'm going to have to target right down here this 50 SMA before we see that the uptrend to continue right here. In fact, that 10 and that 50, if you can see real closely, is probably going to cross tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of support. So that 1270 area tomorrow, I'm going to be a buyer. If it gets down low, I'll be buying more shares of STNG. Long since $13, STNG. All right, so the next stock that we're going to go into is XERS. XERS was unchanged today. Really do like this stock, the setup and all that. I want to show you once it starts loading here. Let's see, come on. We're having problems loading this chart. Maybe let's give it a minute here. Well, let me tell you a little bit about XERS. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so XERS, if you remember correctly, it's above this value area high in the daily. There's very little shares being traded or that were traded above this price, so there's very little resistance. And I'm going to show you a chart of another stock that we are out of now. I wish I would have held. It hit $19. We were in at $13.65. Got out at 15.65, went all the way to $19 today. Okay, guys, it went all the way to 19 bucks. So again, this is setting up very similar to XCRS. I wish I would have held on to it, but again, see, there's not many shares being traded above this value area high. So that usually portends a higher move because there's not many shares, people stuck in the name that want to get out, that are trapped, right? So this name can run. So can XCRS is actually is setting up exactly like that. So I'm hoping for a nice move on XERS in the next few days. All right, next stock that we do own is we're going to go over is OVID. OVID right here. All right, let's hopefully we can bring this back up on a chart. Here we go, OVID. Again, if you remember, I said, look, another nice day like yesterday, today. I will bring this up on the daily and look at this. Now we're right here at this value area high on the 1 year chart. And this is always a key critical spot right here because now, again, there is some inventory, meaning there are shares that a lot of people who are in this name at these higher prices right up here. But I'm not too concerned because it wasn't too long ago. It was just in this recent past. So, it was only in the last 3 months or so. So, people are probably still in this name, are going to hold tight on this. So watch for a nice move above this 50 MA right here, the moving average right here, and that value area high of 676. A nice little push going into tomorrow. We're going to get into this whole new value area right up here, and we should start seeing the stock to move again to the upside. All right, OVID, long since $5.86. All right, so the one stock that I was a little hesitant in getting in yesterday, and I did, and I'm glad I did. It had a nice little day. It's chopping along 1.9% up today, and that is AQUA. AQUA. All right, so again, AQUA. If you remember from my chart, from yesterday's chart, I said this looked like a bullish flag forming, and sure enough, it did take out those recent highs, and now I'm targeting not only this Bollinger Band, but this value area high up here at 2169. I think once we hit that, we're going to go above that, and we're going to start making new 52-week highs pretty quickly. Okay, long AQUA since $20.13. AQUA. All right, so the two stocks that I did get into today, first one I said get in for the first 30-minute candle. That's MIX. I'm sorry, just MX. Magnachip, MX right here. Let's bring that up. Charts are loading up a little slow today. All right, so MX, you could trust me, it took out that first 30-minute candle on the upside. Here we go, just loaded up, and zoomed in a little too much right there. Okay, and I did get long right here as soon as it took out that first 30-minute candle. So I am long $13.27. Have a nice little, I'm only up about 6 cents. But again, this is a slow mover, but we are by this value area high, and once we move above this, guys, I think the stock can really move pretty quickly. All right, that is MIX. Next stock that I did get into is SPCE. SPCE, again from yesterday, I said watch that first 30-minute candle. It took out that first 30-minute candle later in the day, and I got in. I got in at $17.56 right here. I want to show you when I got in. Okay, it took it out. That second 30-minute candle, got in, and then it retested this 20 period intraday SMA right here in here, but it did close right here at this point of control. So tomorrow, very, very key for me. This is not going to be something I hold on if the trade starts going against me. First 30-minute candle, if it goes below that, I will be out SPCE. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give you two stocks that look very interesting going into tomorrow. One stock that we've played in the past. Now it looks like it's been basing nicely for a few days, and we're just above that value area low right here. This is setting up very similar to AQUA, where it kind of went below and failed and came right back into this value area the last 20 days. So that means a lot of shorts who got short the name right in here are probably thinking maybe they got it wrong, and now are probably going to chase the stock higher. So key level tomorrow to watch is that first 30-minute candle. Could make a nice little move like AQUA did. Very, very similar setup. Again, watch that value area low right there at 43.35. If it gets below that, then I would be out. But watch that first 30-minute candle. If it takes it out on the upside, go long, and we'll target this 48.75 value area high as our initial price target. All right. Next stock that looks very similar, not similar, but looks really good is CNR. CNR, Cornerstone Building Brands. All right, so now on CNR, had a really, really nice day today, up almost $1 on some good volume. And here we go, let's bring it up. And here we go, we're above this value area high, and it looks like it's going to want to go a little higher. So tomorrow, wait for that first 30-minute candle again, see if it shakes out people a little bit, and then see if this goes higher. What I really like in CNR is not really this intraday, 20-day intraday chart, but the daily chart. I'm going to show you what's going on here. We are very, very close to this 52-week high of 979. I think we're so close. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, this is the highest close of the year, and that typically means we can go a lot higher. But there is this big gap over here, but there's not much resistance above here, right? So not many people are stuck this name. So again, be a buyer over that first 30-minute candle, and then target today's low of 853 as your stop loss. All right, everyone. Hopefully, everyone had a great trading day today. Again, my name is Eric, and you can reach me at eric@valueareatrader.com. That's Eric with a C at valueareatrader.com. Again, if you like the show, please go ahead and subscribe. I really would appreciate that. All right, everyone. Please have a great night, and remember to trade smart and be safe.